Are you tired of selling your cards on eBay, creating the listing, taking the pictures, front, back, shipping, non-paying bidders? Let the pros at Fanatics Marketplace do all of the work for you. I do. That's why I use Fanatics for my vaulting and for my selling. If you've got a bunch of unwanted inventory that you've been sitting on for days, weeks, months, years, ship it to Fanatics Marketplace and let them do all the work. Just make sure when you ship it, you use the promotional code Cajun, all capital letters, CAJUN, and tell them that Cajun Cardboard sent you, and let the pros do the rest at Fanatics Marketplace. Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana on Monday, July 8th. This is your PWCC weekly auction number 129 recap. A couple of housekeeping matters. First, I've got a video coming out maybe tomorrow, something like that, maybe Wednesday. PWCC / Fanatics Collect name change coming, I think, as soon as tomorrow. My understanding is July 9th, there's going to be an official branding name change, a bunch of stuff that goes along with it. I'll probably get it wrong and call everything PWCC for the next century because I'm old and I can't remember anything, but some changes are happening. I've got a video coming out tomorrow or the next day. I can't remember. PWCC / Fanatics Collect has tweaked their fixed price marketplace. A lot of changes that I think are all positive to make the fixed price marketplace, which honestly, half of y'all probably don't even know exists, to make it a more viable option to buy and sell sports cards. Some really good things going on there to sort of lead people in the direction of not overly inflating the listing price for their cards, right? That's really what that's all about. So that's coming up soon. Another quick housekeeping order, and this is just really an observation, and we're gonna look at some of these cards like we always do. I've got about 15 pulled up in Card Ladder. You're gonna see some all-time good records. You're gonna see some terrible results. It's always a mixed bag, right? My advice is just to be hesitant, be a little careful. I know everybody's trying to sell cards and sort of gear up, you know, for the National, for those of us that are lucky enough to head to the National in Cleveland in just, 3 weeks, guys. 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks, to a little over 2 weeks, we're going to be in Cleveland. And hopefully we'll get to see each other and high five and talk about cards and share stories and take pictures and do some video stuff to put on the channel. Be careful selling your cards because I feel like we see this every year, and you correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, in the weeks leading up to the National, specifically the last 2 or 3 weeks, and I remember doing this, I found some deals. There's a lot more inventory because people are trying to liquidate, put cash in their pockets, and then hit the National floor flush with cash. So there's a lot more selling and a lot less buying because people, for the same reason, the flip side of the coin is they're trying to conserve their money as they head towards the National. So just something to remember, if there's a high inventory and less demand, cards may not yield the same type of results we've been seeing in not just these PWCC weekly auctions, but eBay and MySlabs and Golden or wherever the hell you sell your cards. So interesting times for the next 2-3 weeks. I sit on the sidelines. You guys know I sold the hell out of a bunch of cards over the last, 9-10 months. I've kind of been sharing some of those results with you. I've been super happy selling them using the promo code Cajun. It's the one way you can support the channel. Cajun, all capital letters, CAJUN. If you want to support the channel, that's how you sell your cards on PWCC. But I'll be quite honest with you and transparent. I don't think now's a great time to sell cards. So I wouldn't personally be moving. In fact, I'm not personally moving a bunch of my cards into the PWCC weekly auctions over the next 2 weeks. And I know that, again, I'm an affiliate partner of PWCC, and it's in my best financial interest to steer you to list your cards on PWCC. But I'd chill, and I would wait until August. That's just my personal opinion. But I'm curious to see what you guys have observed and what your thoughts are. Some of you guys have been in the hobby longer, even longer than I have for a decade plus now. We're looking at where I've really been looking at data and comps and things like that. I was pre-Card Ladder, pre-Sports Card Investor, we were looking up comps on eBay sold in 130 point back then. So let me know what you think in the comments. Let's get going. All right, we're here to look at cards, and we're here to look at what they sold for, right? And so let's get cranking at the bottom. We've got a really good looking Steph Curry 2013 Flawless Benchmarks Autograph BGS 9.5 Gem Plus. Serial number to 10. It does 2,880. We've got a Michael Jordan floor card right next to it. You see these here and there, and this one's autograph. SP Authentic Home Court Signatures Michael Jordan Auto BGS 9.5 Quad Gem For you Jordan Carolina autograph collectors out there, this one does $28.80 as well. And then right next to that, we've got what I think is one of the best looking, and again, there's like 800 to choose from, but one of the best looking 2023 Prism number 136 parallels for Victor Wembanyama, the teal ice. I think it's a good looking card. I don't know. Again, how many, I mean, they could literally do 700 parallels. They just put ice or choice or fast break and then pick a color or pick an animal, a raccoon choice tiger blend would be nice. Raccoon tiger would be awesome. 3,120 for that Wembanyama teal ice. We're not going to look those up. I thought this seemed low. I know it's not his rookie year. I know it's his 4th year, but this is his true, this is Concourse flat black Prism 1 of 1 PSA 10. 3120. That seemed low for me on this Luka Doncic. Let me know what you think in the comments. Again, I know there's 10, probably by now there's certainly thousands of Luka Doncic 1 of 1s. I don't know if we're approaching tens of thousands, but there's probably thousands of Luka Doncic 1 of 1 cards out there. If you think I'm wrong, go do the research. I promise you it's true. 3,120 for that one. 1997 Metal Universe Championship Sharif Abdur-Rahim PMG. This is the championship PMG from 97. These are serial number to 50, and it's got that familiar scope pattern in the background. And this one does 3,360. We're going to look this bad boy up. It's a pop 4, and there's only 2 graded higher. For those of you who collect PMGs, whether it's red, green, championship, or 98 golds, PSA 8s are very, very high grade. That is a very high grade. Here's the card right there. How gorgeous is that card? It looks like he's in maybe the rainforest in Brazil dribbling a basketball. I'm not sure why, but that's kind of the vibe that I get when I look at that. It looks like there's a stream and a waterfall back there. I don't know what the hell's going on. Like I said, I think the folks that designed these cards were on LSD, but that can neither be confirmed nor denied. But here's the card, 3,360, and this is the interesting thing. So I always like to look at this. The card sold this year, the exact same card, exact same cert number, the ending in 4662, sold on Golden for $3,050 on January 4th, 2024, so about almost exactly 7 months ago. And then yesterday on PWCC and weekly auction number 129, the exact same card, there it is, ending in 4662, sold for $3,360. So I don't know if the buyer necessarily is a huge win there. Maybe they changed their mind. I don't know what's going on there, but somebody picked it up on January 4th with Golden and then sold it on July 7th, 7 months later on PWCC. The net difference is $310, but again, after fees, I'm not sure you really win, even though the fees are pretty low on PWCC now. I don't think you really win very much there. But rare card, awesome card. I've got this sorted by price. So there's the highest price card, highest price 97 Metal Universe Championship PMG Sharif ever sold, 7,866. If you're in your 30s, you are wondering who the hell is Sharif Abdur-Rahim. He was a phenomenal basketball player, a very high draft pick out of the University of California, McDonald's All-American, absolute phenom for the Vancouver Grizzlies. You're also probably wondering what the hell is a Vancouver Grizzly? That was a franchise before the Memphis Grizzlies, right? So a lot of things have changed since the 90s. We'll just say that, namely the prices of these damn cards. Next, and we're going to look this one up too. This is one of Jordan's 84 star cards. This is the number 195, and this one sold for this BGS 7.5 sold for $3,360. Check this out, guys. There's the card, right? Young babyface Jordan right there. Really nice surface grade of 9. Corners 7.5. You can see some wear on this top right and bottom right corner for sure. Centering is meh, which is typical for the 84 star stuff. Got a 7 subgrade. But check out this chart, guys. This is the second highest sale of this card in the last 18 sales over the last year. So last night's sale was a really, really big sale. And again, that might hinge on these subgrades right here. 7, 8.5, 8, 8.5, it looks like right there. And I'm sorry, I was describing the card that was used as a card ladder example. That was probably not the smart thing to do. This is your card right here. And this one actually looks better than that card ladder example. But there's your 7.5, 3,360. Look at that chart. That's a good looking chart. Up 80% over the last 18 sales over the last year. Now, it wasn't that exorbitant of a rise if you go back to the last one that sold in May for $2,500, but this is a huge ass jump. So if we plug in here 3 months, you can see this is a 34% jump over the last comp. So a good sale there for one of Jordan's, I think if I'm not mistaken, he has 4 cards from 1984 Star. 3 normal size, which we're about to see another one. And then of course, I think it's card number 26, the oversized 5x7. I might be wrong on that. Check on me. Lebron 2007 Upper Deck Sweet Shot Signatures with that autograph on the acetate backboard right there. This is jersey number 23, and it's raw. Real bad top right corner, as you can see. So if you don't care about the grade and you only care about the auto, you may be doing okay here. $34.80 for that one. And then a funky looking psychedelic 2020 on the horizon gold serial number to 10 PSA 9. I'm assuming this is a case hit. I don't know anything about the 2020 Panini product. $3,600 for this one. It's a pop 1, only 1 graded higher. Next, we got, sorry, I got to get a breath and get some energy. A 2017 Concourse Zebra True. This is the Jason Tatum Zebra Stripes rookie card, PSA 10, Pop 10. That one does $3,600. What the hell's happening with Jason Tatum card prices? Win a title and get slapped on the wrist. 1997 Skybox Premium Thunder and Lightning. This was a delicious card that I had my eye on, and I was just sort of watching it. I didn't bid on it, but I still need to pick this bad boy up. Beautiful, I believe, Tier 2 card from the Michael Jordan hierarchy. This PSA 8 did $3,600 last night, folks. $3,600 for a PSA 8. It's a Pop 34. And look at this chart. Over the last 1 year, it's up 65% from 2181 all the way up. It's hit 3,600 now twice in a row, so it's holding its head. It's sustaining the last value. If we look at the pop, this is just how rare this card is. What is that? Less than 300 graded. 288 have ever been graded. It's a much higher gem rate than I was expecting. The PSA 10 we know did some crazy nutso, 27,000 value approximately. You could pick up a PSA 8 for about, what, 1/6, 1/7 of the value of a PSA 10. But welcome to the Jordan card collecting. That's just the way it is with PSA 10s right now. But a lot of people don't know this. If you've watched the Cajun Cardboard Michael Jordan hierarchy videos with the great Josh Dawson at Northeast Sports Cards, you know that this card glows in the dark. Yes, you heard me right. This card glows in the dark. If you've got one, give it a shot and see what you think. 2012 Prism LeBron PSA 9. I normally don't waste time showing Prism silver cards on Card Ladder, but this card matters, and let me show you why, because I say this all the time. In 2012, Prism Silver mattered, and let me show you the pop report. This one does $3,720 as a PSA 9 last night, which seems to be a good price, but I don't, here's the deal. So there's the card, right? And here's the card right there. That's the card. It is a very rare card, okay? When I say rare, rare by modern card collecting standards, rare by the Panini era standards, right? Only 197 have been graded. Who knows how many have been cracked and resubbed? You got 29 PSA 10s, which go for a big number, and then you got 46 PSA 9s right behind it. You do have some 34 BGS 9.5s. You even have some BGS 10s, which would look really, really freaking good. But here's what I want to show you. So last night, 37.20, it looks like this massive, massive jump over the last sale, and it is, right? But here's the deal. These two sales right here is the same card. Right? So we're looking here, we've got card number 546, we're looking here, we've got card number 546. So I am going to guess in quick succession 2 weeks between these two, this comp is not real. This 4,000 comp is not real. And this is why you got to take a close look at these, because what I think happened is somebody didn't, well, they looked at the card and they're like, well, it sold for 4,000. It sold for 3,750 here. That's way back in 2022. So somebody's like, well, 4,000 is what it sold for, not long ago in June. This one might be an outlier. I'm going to pay 3,720 and feel like I got a steal. I don't know, man. You just paid $1,200 over the last comp, and we've seen Jordan cards LeBron cards sort of dipping lately. So that seems like a big, big jump. Now, here's the deal. This one in particular, look, I'll show you. Looks very well centered. And these cards usually have centering issues. This, I don't know if that's on the slab or maybe that's on the left edge right there. I don't know, but great, great result here of $3,720 for that card. If you're a LeBron collector, you can look at it from two perspectives. You could just say, try to explain it away and say, well, let's just sit tight and get a few more samples. Or you could say, hey, that's a great sign for LeBron cards moving up. We'll see more LeBron cards and we'll come to a conclusion. Well, we'll say this. He seems like a good buy right now. If you are a LeBron collector, you probably are in heaven right now because you're picking up cards for prices you never thought you would ever see again in 2021, 2022, even 2023. You probably never thought you could buy the cards you're buying today for the prices you're buying them for. So there's two sides to, there's two perspectives to everything. 2006 EX Clearly Authentics Jersey Patch Auto. Cool card here. Never seen it. 3,720 for that one. We've got a couple of gold LeBrons coming up. This Donruss Optic from 2020 does 3,840. That's a pop one. By the letter SB Game Used LeBron does 4,080. That's a raw. And then a 1996 Topps Chrome Refractor BGS 9 Jordan does 4,080. That's Jordan's first Topps Chrome refractor. Of course, we know his first ever refractor was the 1993 Finest #1, which is a big boy card in the Michael Jordan hierarchy tier 2. This 96 Chrome refractor is also a super rare card. 4,080 is right on the number. Trust me, there wasn't anything crazy up or down on that one. And then Upper Deck Dual, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, rookie patch auto. I'm assuming, let's click it because I guess Durant's on the back. LeBron on the front, and there's a video. Durant on the back, pretty cool. Those are two guys that are probably not high on many people's list of players that they're searching for right now for whatever reason. For certain, very many reasons, Durant is just sort of dipping and waning as far as attention in the market with his nonsense. And then, I don't want to get into that. It's just going to start an argument in the comments. 2004 Upper Deck Rookie of the Year LeBron autograph 4,200. That is a 1 of 1. And it does say 2004 Upper Deck Rookie of the Year, but keep in mind it's not a rookie card. But it's a 1 of 1, and it only went for 4,200. That is really interesting. Next, we've got a Victor Wembanyama 2023. That seems really low. Somebody explain to me what I'm looking at here. Is this card a 1 of 1? Let's look at this. Hold on. It is a sticker auto, okay, so we can see that in the video. It's got a banged up top left corner, whatever, fair enough. It's probably a thick card. It's been around for 19 years, so maybe it's had some issues. Are we going to load here? I mean, what is this Cajun nonsense? Yeah, there's the corner. You can see the Mike Baker Authenticator's heat map right there showing you there's some trouble up there in the top left. Why can this thing not load? The one time I actually want to look at a card, I can't get the damn card to load. I don't know. Somebody in the comments let me know if that card is a 1 of 1, please, for the love of God. Did I just screw this up? Yep, I did. Let's see if we can go back. So what happens when I try to look at cards? I screw stuff up. All right, next we got a 2023 Select Mezzanine, whatever that is. I guess they added one. Last time I was collecting Select, they had Concourse, they had Premier, and then they had courtside, but I guess they've added a mezzanine level. I don't know if that's good or bad. I mean, geez, this is just too much. 3 levels. Why would you not just stick with the freaking 3 levels? Serial number to 10, BGS 9 does 4,320. That Victor right there. Victor had a monster game last night. By the way, he had 27 points in 19 minutes last night in an exhibition game for Team France. 2022 Kawhi Leonard. Whoa, there's a blast from the past. Remember when people collected him? Remember when people collected the multiple-time Finals MVP, multiple title winner Kawhi Leonard? One in San Antonio, 1 title in Toronto. This 2022 Kawhi Nebula Choice PSA 7 yields a 43.20 price. Guys, let me know in the comments. Black Prism 1 of 1 or Nebula 1 of 1. Black Prism 1 of 1 or Nebula 1 of 1. You get a choice. Which one are you choosing? You can't sell it, so I don't care about prices. Just aesthetics, just the look of it. Nebula or Black 1 of 1. Let me know in the comments. Here's another LeBron James. This Optic Gold PSA 10, serial number to 10, does 43.20. Another LeBron autograph. This is a rookie autograph from Upper Deck Glass, Monumental Marks. That's a good looking card. I like the look of this card. 4,320 for that one. Check out the heat map if you want to know what you think it'll grade for. And then here's one of the other 1984 star, number 288. This is the Rookie of the Year Jordan, being guarded by the great Michael Ray Richardson. No, that's not Pooh Richardson. 4,320 for that BGS 7. Did I look that up? I can't remember. I did. There is the card. There is Jordan with the horrific Chicago Bulls uniforms from back in the day. They couldn't afford real uniforms, so they put those on him. Look at this chart, folks. Wow. Look at this list chart for a BGS 7. This is a Pop 164. This is not rare at all. This is a Pop 164. The card's been graded almost 1,000 times. It's got a 0% gem rate. Not only does it have a 0% gem rate with PSA, they've never even graded a PSA 9. But Beckett has given out some 9s. Guess what? There's no gem for Beckett either. So the highest grade you can get in this card is a PSA 8.5 or a BGS 9. And so last night, this BGS 7 sells for $4,320. That is far, 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 far and away the highest price paid for this card in the last 2 years out of 27 sales. And you can add it to the list because I'm going to go ahead and guess. Oh, it's not. I was going to say this has got to be the all-time record. It is not the all-time record, or at least assuming this got paid way back in 2021. Well, that's weird. Were prices running in 2021? This card in BGS 7 sold for $5,500. So this is the second highest price paid for this card in 94 historical sales. 1-in-1 timeless moments, Black Trae Young autograph 1 of 1. Who the hell is Trae Young? I've never heard of this person. Someone in the comments, please explain to me who he is, because he has been abducted by aliens and completely fallen off the radar. No one in the world talks about him. For the longest time, it was Trae and Luka, Trae and Luka, Trae and Luka. If his price is this, his price should be this. If his is this, his should be this. Trae's done this, Luka hasn't even done this. And now it's Luka and Trae is a distant memory. Really good player. I think he's got some good stuff left in his career. Again, I don't own a single one of his cards. This is a 1 of 1 autograph, and I know people sweat the nuts of this 2020 Panini 1 of 1. I don't know why these are so highly coveted, but they are highly coveted. And I'm talking about timeless moments, period, not just the 1 of 1s, but 4,440. In 2021, this card would have sold for $187 million. 2020 Flawless, LaMelo Ball, Signature Prime Materials, serial number 25, vertical patch auto, 3-color patch. Again, speaking of people that are not on the radar, the kid just can't stay healthy. And here's the deal. I know everybody laughs about Charlotte. They're starting to add players. Brandon Miller seems to be legit. Mark Williams is a legitimate NBA rim runner, rim protector, center in the Capella mode, in the Mitchell Robinson mode, in the Robert Williams mode, in the Derek Lively mode. I think Mark Williams is for real. I think they dumped the wife beater or girlfriend hitter, the girl hitter. What's his name? Miles Bridges. I think they dumped the bad Bridges. Bad off the court Bridges, and they're moving forward. So we'll see. I don't know. I think there's positive things on the horizon for LaMelo Ball. If the kid could just stay healthy and get off social media, 45.60 for that one right there. This does right on the number. You're just gonna have to trust me. 2003 Topps Chrome LeBron PSA 10 number 111 does 4,560. That is ho hum expected. The exact expected price. 2020 Panini Prism White Sparkle Anthony Edwards. I'm going to take a breath. That is a good-looking card. It's a color match. The white sparkles look really good to me. I still don't really even understand how to get these. You have to buy them use your redemption points to buy these white sparkle packs. I see it. I'm old. I'm just a caveman from Louisiana. I'm a Cajun caveman. I don't understand these white sparkle packs. Somebody in the comments, tell me how I can actually get one of these packs, even if I did want to get one. 4,800 for that white sparkle. SGC 9. Curious. Speaking of curious, an SGC 8.5 Luka Doncic with a horrific, it looks like, refractor line running about 2/3 of the way down left to right. That looks really, really awful. Wow, that has definitely got to affect the price, and I'm surprised I got an 8.5. That cannot be ignored. I cannot look at that card without seeing that. That does 49.20. We're onto a Prism White, so I think it's about time because they used to have white refractors for Topps Chrome, if I'm not mistaken, way back in the day in the early 2000s. This 2023 Prism Victor Wembanyama white refractor, serial number to 175, does 5,040 in a BGS 9.5 slab with a 10 for surface, no doubt, given the recent run in PSA 10 prices and the recent dip in BGS graded card interest. I would think somebody is thinking crack and cross on that one, or just cross. 4-patch autograph LeBron James 2007 exquisite collection. Yeah, the creme de la creme right here. Serial number 10 5,160. And then a retro PMG red, LeBron does 5,280 and a PSA 9. We got an Anthony Edwards. This is a rookie flawless amethyst parallel, serial numbered to 3. Damn, serial numbered to 3. That is what? 2 out of 3. Does 5,400 in a PSA 8. That is the highest grade, none graded higher by PSA, with a 10 for the auto, which is what matters. I have noticed that Anthony Edwards, and you guys may already have noticed this, his autographs tend to skew to the left side of the card, and I'm not really sure why. It's weird. Let's check out this Victor Wembanyama Orange Wave Prism. So you got the orange serial number to 49. You got the orange Wave serial number to 60. PSA 10 does 5,880, and then a BGS 8.5. That's a really good looking left to right centering. It's pretty good looking centering for an 8.5 86 Fleer. This one does $6,000. And then we're moving along to Paolo Banchero. I think it was last week somebody got out of a ton of really nice Paolo Banchero rookie cards, patch autos, and some really big time cards, some golds and some 101s. Not as many this week. This is the first Banchero we've seen. 2022 flawless vertical, serial number to 25, PSA 8 does 6,300. And then this is the card we see pretty often. You know, again, I'm not the autograph guy, but the first thing that I notice when I look at this card is the autograph is just not great. It's just is not great. And I don't know if it's going to get worse. I don't know how that works, but this is serial number 3 out of 23. This is his 1999 Upper Deck MJ's Final Floor patch auto PSA 7. The autograph is just authenticated, which is probably a good idea. 6,300 for that one. Beckett Bill Russell BGS 5. This is his 1957 Topps rookie card. It does 6,300. It's a pretty good looking card for a BGS 5. Jeez, I mean the centering on that's really good. The color looks good. Yikes, that looks pretty good. Another Banchero, another big boy Banchero for about the same price. We saw 6,300 on that flawless. Now we're over to his National Treasures. This is his red parallel, serial number 2. If you squint hard enough, you can see the red on the patch window there, but a hell of a patch, right? BGS 9.5 Min Gem with a 10 for the auto. Serial number to 75, the red parallels were, does 6,900. Let's look these two cards up, right? We've got a Kobe Bryant 2014 Prism Gold Pulsar BGS 10. And believe it or not, there's 3 BGS 10s out of the 10 that exist. This one does 6,900. I feel like I've got it pulled up. There it is, a gorgeous freaking card. Really good looking card. You guys know I don't collect Kobe, but damn, that's a good looking card in a good looking grade with a good looking slab color match. This is the $6,900 sale. That's the good news. That's a lot of money for a Kobe non-rookie card, a Kobe 19th year card, and it's not even the true gold. The bad news is I think we've got this sorted. This goes 6,900, so down from 7,200, down from 8,400. It was 7,800 back in 2022, so still below 2022 prices. Of course, if you can get way back to 2020 and you had a time machine, you could become a gazillionaire. And then this is the big one, right? So this is another Jordan that breaks a record. This is the 97. You know, we saw those 2 star cards do really, really well. The other Jordan that really mattered in this auction, and we're about to see some more up here at the top, but the 97 Fleer Game Breakers. This is a hierarchy card. PSA 10. We've seen what's happening, and guess what happened with this one? The same damn thing. There's the card, gorgeous card featuring Dennis Rodman and Jordan. I think I've got a lowly PSA 8 of this card or something like that. The PSA 10 is just a whale. I don't know what else to say. I've got it sorted by price, highest price ever paid, and last night's sale was a record. Yes, a record, even more than the card sold for in 2022. So new record. This is a Pop 22 card in PSA 10. It's been graded just a shade over 200 times ever, just to give you some idea of how rare the card is. Gem rate's a little higher than I expected, honestly, but PWCC weekly auction number 129 breaks another Jordan record last night. I keep saying it. If you've got a Jordan and it's a PSA 10, use the promo code Cajun, all caps. If you're looking to get out of it, the PWCC weekly auctions are the place to do it. Again, I don't know if I do it in the next 2 weeks. I don't know if even Jordan is going to be immune to this pre-national dip, but all things considered, I've been doing these videos for the last year. You guys have been watching these videos for the last year. I was talking to one of the best Jordan / LeBron / collectors in the world earlier today on Instagram, a guy with an incredible, incredible collection. And I was kind of talking through it, and I was like, look, Jordans are breaking records. High-grade Jordans, specifically PSA 10s, are breaking records, and 2022 is a speed bump. Look at these numbers. These are the PSA 10 sales. This is the highest sale of all time for this card that you see on your screen. So congrats to the buyer. I could probably get, if you gave me 3 guesses, I could almost certainly guess who it was. No, it wasn't me, obviously, or you'd see on here, congrats, you won the card. I have just jumped on the sidelines because I can't go where people are going right now on PSA 10 Jordans, even though I would very much love to. Maybe if rates drop to the 5s, I can close some deals, make some money, and buy some more Jordan cards. 2020 National Treasures, rookie patch auto, gold, first off the line, serial number to 24, Tyrese Halliburton. You'll never get a jersey number Tyrese Halliburton because he's numbered 0, right? 7,500 for this Halliburton. BGS 9 with a 10 for the autograph. Great looking patch, huge patch window right there. And then a LeBron Color Blast PSA 10, 7,500. I think I looked this up. I did because I was curious. I've got it sorted by the highest price ever paid. 21,216 in bubble year 2021. Then somebody stole one for 15,388. There's been 9 sales of this card in PSA 10. Let's see how many of these there are, first of all. There are 10 of them. It has sold 9 times ever in PSA 10. Stay with me here. Are you ready? 21,000, 15,000, 15,000. This is in descending order. You've got to scroll all the way down to here. Last night, this LeBron sold for the second worst price ever paid for the card. That just kind of shows you what's happening with LeBron cards, not just his rookie card, not just his high commodity, high pop rookie cards, but all of his cards. If you're a LeBron believer, if you're an investor, I am telling you guys, and I'm not doing it, I do have a lot of LeBron cards, but I gotta believe we are somewhere near the bottom for this guy's cards. It is insane. If I've got it sorted by date, 7,500, 9,700, 9,300, 10,000, 7,380. That was the worst one ever on Golden in 2022. And then look, 15, 15, 21, 13. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, you're basically buying the card for 1/3 of what it sold for in 2021. Another huge Tyrese Halliburton. This is his true RPA, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, serial number to 99. Also BGS 9 with a 10 for the auto. The true RPA does 9,900, and I'm just using the phrase that everybody in the hobby uses. Don't get me into the deal. But here's the thing. This is where you guys need to weigh in. The serial number to 24 with as good a patch for sure, and a really cool looking patch window with that gold foil from the first off the line. Serial number to 24, so 1/4 is scarce, or 4 times as scarce approximately. Does 7,500, same grade. The true RPA does 9,900. So again, here's the hobby and its illogical fallacies once again. All right, we're down to the top 6. Kobe Bryant, Magic Johnson, LeBron James, Larry Bird. If you could put any 4 basketball players on a card, autograph, any quad autograph you want, who would the 4 players that you want on the autograph be? This is pretty close for me. And I'm probably a little bit different. So I would want Wilt Chamberlain, LeBron James. Well, here, my problem is I would rather 3 autographs than 4. I don't know. This is an interesting comment. If you could have I'm going to put this on Instagram, put a poll up. If you could have, or maybe on YouTube, if you could have any quad autographs, who would you change on this one? And who would you want on it? Maybe you'd want LeBron James, J.R. Smith, Sasha Danilovic, and Zydrunas Ilgauskas. I don't know. Let me know in the comments who you could have if you could have any of them. Maybe some Utah Jazz collector out there wants Brian Russell, Antoine Carr, Stockton, and Malone. Shit, I don't know. This would be a fun exercise. I might put something on Instagram for this. If you could just pick any 4 and you got to use all 4, who would you want? The only thing I would change on this one, to stay on theme, would be probably out with Kobe, in with Jordan, and then you're pretty good shape. You got the 2 ambassadors that saved the NBA from the cocaine era with Magic and Bird. You've got the GOAT, right, Michael Jordan, who took the baton and then took the NBA to a completely different world. And then you've got LeBron James, who is the second greatest player that ever lived, in my personal opinion, notwithstanding his off-court antics and stupidity. And so that's a pretty amazing card right there. 9,900 for that quadruple signature edition, authentic signatures. That's serial number 215. I don't understand why you wouldn't grade that card. Nobody's going to care about the grade at all. I would just get the card graded. I don't understand that. Maybe I'm missing something. Kobe 1998 Skybox Molten Metal Fusion Titanium. This is serial number to 250. It is a BGS 9.5 Min Gem. It does 10,500 last night. I've got it pulled up. There's the card. Remember, this image of Kobe that you see off to the right is actually laser punched, like die cut into the card, right? It's created with those hole punch die cuts, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not an artist. That's what the all-time chart looks like. So card hit an all-time high of 19,000 in, surprise, surprise, 2021. And since then, there's been some volatility. Somebody got one nice right here for 10,800. Last night's the lowest it's sold for since 2021, which is sort of the trend we've been seeing with Kobe cards, which is down. If we look at it over the last 2 years, only 2 sales. Pretty rare card, even though there's 250 of them out there. So down 14% from the last sale, which was in March of this year. Next, we've got, this is an interesting sale. So this is one, it's really tough to kind of process this card. This is basically, again, we're talking about a tier 1 hierarchy card. We're talking about one of the greatest Jordan cards in the world. It sold for $14,400. The first thing you're going to notice is the card's green as hell. This is like green, apple flavored Jolly Rancher. This is the Incredible Hulk. This is Kermit the Frog. This is as green gets. And this card is notorious for greening. We know that. I've got a copy, and I've got a really nice copy, and mine has a hint of green as well. It's not this green, but it's pretty green. This one does 14,400. It is the 1997 finest embossed Michael Jordan refractor die cut serial number to only 74. When you start talking about Jordan 90 serial numbered less than 100, you get into rare, rarefied air really, really quick. I've got the card pulled up in sales history, okay? So that's the one that sold last night. It's not as bad when you look at it up close. Yeah, it's green, it's not perfect, but I'm telling you, it's really hard to find a perfect copy of this card. It just is. So I've got it sorted, but I don't have it sorted by grade, because this is a Pop 1. I should have mentioned that. So it's a Pop 1. There's only 74 of them. There's only one PSA 7. You're basically buying worst in class. And I know that sounds disparaging. I'm just saying you're buying near the bottom, right? It's Pop 1, but there's 20 graded higher by PSA. There's probably 11, 25, 40 better ones on Beckett. So you're pretty much buying about the worst copy you can buy. So I kind of, I analogize this, if that's a word, like buying the smallest house in a neighborhood, right? You always want to buy the smallest house in the most expensive neighborhood because people are clamoring to get into that neighborhood, but you're at the lowest price point, so you know you're always going to have a commodity and an asset that other people want. Again, the person that bought this is probably planning to keep this in their collection. They're not looking to flip it. I'm just saying I love the price point of $14,400 for this card because green or not green, it is a card. It is the real deal, and it's a PSA 7, so it's in a PSA slab. You've got the authenticity guarantee. It's 1/3 of the value of a PSA 9. 1/3 of the value. The PSA 9 sold exactly a month ago for $42,000. The PSA 10 sold for $78,000. So you're talking about picking one up for about 1/6, 1/5 of the price, 1/6 of the price of a PSA 10. I like it. I think it's a nice move. Interesting sale there. Let me know what you think in the comments. Was this a good pickup or a bad pickup? I don't know how anybody could think it's a bad pickup. All right, we're at the top 3. Jordan, Dwayne Wade, and Victor Wembanyama. The Victor Wembanyama Tiger Stripes. I didn't even know it was stripes plural. Is that right? I don't know. It's Pop 2, so not a lot of data to go for. This Tiger Stripes goes for $18,600. Next to that, we've got a Dwayne Wade exquisite rookie patch autograph. This is serial number to 99. This is a PSA 9. No grade for the autograph, but it looks really good to me. Again, I'm not an autograph guy, but it looks awesome. $24,000 for one of the greatest shooting guards that ever lived. Pop 6. There's the last 2 sales in the last 2 years. Doesn't sell very often. And then Wade cards have really dipped since 2021. Really, really dipped since 2021. You're just going to have to trust me on that. $32,000 is the highest price ever paid for a PSA 9. So this one's down from the last 2 comps, from 32 to 27 down to 24. Let me know what you think about that card. It is really just a really good looking card. It's a great looking card. I've always thought 2003 Upper Deck Exquisite. And again, I'm sad, teardrop emoji. I don't own a single 2003 Exquisite. I don't own a single Exquisite card, let alone a first year 2003 Exquisite card. I've always thought that these Exquisite RPAs just look absolutely incredible. So $24,000 for that, Wade PSA 9. And then we've got a Jordan, a familiar face at the top of the list, Michael Jordan, and then a familiar card at the top of the list, a BGS 9.5 Gem Plus. Not a Min Gem, a Gem Plus, which again takes it from pop 500 plus to pop 100 something. 52,800 for this MJ Gem Plus 9.5. That is what your chart looks like over the last 3 months. Good luck ever figuring out how to make any sense out of a BGS 9.5 86 Fleer Jordan card. It is impossible. Like we said, pop 542. It is going to swing by, literally it's going to swing by almost 100,000 in any random given direction, depending on the subgrades and depending on the quality of the card itself. If we zoom out over the last 3 months, even with last night's sale being 23,000 below the sale before that, and if I'm not mistaken, the sale before that was on the Premier, and if I'm not mistaken, when I click this, it's going to have 2 subgrade 10s. Am I wrong? Yeah, I'm right. So 2 subgrade 10s, including centering, which is the most important subgrade. So of course it's going to sell for less than that one with the 2 10s, because that's really puts it in select company. And that might be people crossover hunting to put it in a PSA 10, which is worth 200 grand. Here it is over the last year. Look, it's wild as hell. It's always going to be this way. This is never going to change. Over the last 2 years, it looks like a fat guy on a treadmill. There is no rhyme or reason. Well, there's a reason. It's the subgrades, but there's no predictability of it. You know, I still like the idea of a BGS 9.5 copy. I think I had a BGS 9.5 Min Gem that I got my ass handed to me on. I think I bought it for 50 and sold it for like 37 or something like that way back in maybe early 2023. Yeah, I see it was about 33. I think I sold mine somewhere around 36, 37. So I got my ass handed to me on that. Just needed the money to buy other Jordan stuff, and so I took a beating. Not that that is really relevant, but you can ignore this. You can ignore this. It's just not something, you're not really going to be able to draw any conclusions. If you go to the all-time, you know, it's just not a digestible graph. So let me know what you think about this. Was 52.8 what you thought it would sell for? More or less? It's double the next highest card, which was ironically a Dwayne Wade. And that is our that is the conclusion of the PWCC Weekly Auction number 129. Again, if you like these auctions, if you like this platform, you want to know more about it, just message me. I'm not a troubleshooter. I don't work for PWCC in that I can't fix problems if you have a problem. But you know, if you got any questions about how to access it, how to use it, how to register, how to sign up, how to get a free vault where you can store your collection if you're like me and you like to vault your cards because you don't know if an alligator or a hurricane is going to get them. It's real easy to create a free vault with PWCC and store your cards there. Again, if you're going to list a card and sell a card on the PWCC / tomorrow Fanatics Collect weekly auctions, use the promo code Cajun, all capital letters, CAJUN. Let's recap our top 10 as we always do. Jordan, Wade, Victor. Jordan, Kobe, Magic, Bird, LeBron, Goat City there. Halliburton, weird. Halliburton, again, LeBron, and then Jordan and Rodman sneak in with that Game Breakers all-time record. All-time records being set on Jordan PSA 10s. Just saying that hasn't changed week after week after week after week. I'm losing and or not even trying to win PSA 10 Jordan cards because it is a fool's folly. Thank you guys as always for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed these recap videos. If there's a way I can make them better for you guys, and don't be as ugly, or don't say talk slower, because I can't do that. But if there's a way I can make these better, I'll do everything I can to try. I'm always looking to improve on the channel. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys. Usually these get a shade over 1,000 views every single week, and I don't take that for granted. I'm trying to do a good job for you guys and kind of help you keep your finger on the pulse of the hobby. And I apologize for any anti-Kobe, anti-LeBron, pro-Jordan bias that you may have picked up on. I think it's only natural in the hobby. We tend to gravitate and show prices for the players that we like. I'm trying to get better at that. So the one thing I won't do is show the price of any Steph Curry flawless patch autograph, because there's 800,000 of those. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. I hope you all have a great week in the hobby. The Nationals coming soon, man. I'm getting really excited, and hopefully we'll see many of you guys up there in Cleveland in the last week of July. I do want you to stop me because I'm going to do some question and answer with people that do subscribe and do watch the channel, and I want to do some little short answer, 3-question, interviews with people that I end up running into up there in Cleveland. So grab me if you see me. Even if it means I don't get around to all the tables at the show, I'd rather talk to you guys than look at all the cards because it's just going to cost me money in the long run. Thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting. Have a great week in the hobby. Peace.